guys, welcome back. So we're just gonna jump right in. I'm showing you guys the closure right out the package. It's a 6x6 closure. It looks really weird. It was really wrinkled. This is Yolissa Hair's wet and wavy hair. So it was like wavy at the root and straight at the end, which was very strange. And this is one of the bundles. I believe this is a 22-inch bundle. Just showing you guys the thickness and like what the ends look like. It kind of felt a little weird. It was a little coarse. But it was nice. It was thick. I wasn't mad at it. And here are the other bundles just in the packaging. The last two because I only got 3 for this curly hair. Here's the wig, completely finished. Excuse my room in the background, but she looks crazy. But right off the bat, like super thick. I was really surprised at how far 3 bundles had gone because I'm usually like a 4 bundle girl. But she was nice and thick and long. So I was really excited to like get my hands on her and like see what the actual curl pattern would look like. Okay, here is when I started to put developer on the hair. Now I sped this up because it was kind of a long process and I didn't really know what I was doing. But I took the 40 volume developer and just started adding it to the ends. I was truly making a mess. And ignore me, I look real rough. My room looks rough. It was a lot. But I started at the end and then made my way up to the top. No particular technique, but just make sure you wear gloves because this stuff low-key can burn like on your skin. It's not just the bleach, it's the developer, girl. Um, but yeah, so you see me kind of coating all the strands the best I can and slowly working my way to the top. I alternated between like my hands and a brush. I started to use a brush a little bit more once I got to the closure because I was hoping that I was able to bleach the knots, which I kind of did in the end, but not a lot. Like I ended up having to bleach them anyway. Well, I was hoping the developer would lighten them. So I was trying to get as close to the root and everything as possible. Oh, girl, this is a mess, child. Ignore my t-shirt. But yeah, and so as I started to finish, you'll see me wrap a plastic bag around the bottom and then another plastic bag around the top. And I let it sit for 7 hours. All right, y'all, so let's get into this hair. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I recorded this in a different light and in a different direction because like my room being the background, it's not like a very aesthetically pleasing room. So I didn't want to film this way, but the natural light is just so good. So I don't really think I have much of a choice. But this is the color I got. And I could not be more satisfied. Now, this is Yolissa Hair, and I have to give a disclaimer. So y'all saw me do it the rough way with the developer once, and I think I left it on there for like 7 hours or something like that. And I'll have to check the timestamps, but it was like 7 hours, and then the closure died faster than the bundles, and so it was like a different shade of brown, and they weren't super off, but it was off wow. But okay, like I was saying, it wasn't super off, but it was off enough for me to want to try it again. And I was like really nervous because I was like doing this a second time, and I knew I was gonna have to leave it on for a long time because it takes a long time to process. So I did it again. I think it was close to another 7 hours, and I got the right color. Now obviously the second time I focused it on like the bundles and not necessarily the closure as much. But fun fact, I was actually not at home when I had left the developer on, and I had left and I was at my cousin's house, and I realized that it was like late and that I should have washed the developer out. And so I like text my dad, and my dad actually washed the developer out for me. So but yeah, I love this hair. It doesn't, this is just with leave-in conditioner. Like I washed it, conditioned it, and then put some leave-in conditioner in it and let it air dry. Now if you were to go outside like this, girl, it's probably going to expand. But use some mousse. I can show y'all what I use. 1 second. Okay, so the tea is I've been wearing this hair for a while now, to be honest, but that's because I wanted to give some like realistic reviews and like opinions. But at first I was wearing this on it because that's what my boyfriend's mom gave me, and she's like, oh, it's great on curly hair, da da da. And like it's cute, not when it's 100 degrees outside. Like, it's been real hot. And so I wore this when I was in DC, and baby, let me tell you, I was out there and it was like in like a matter of like moments. And so I stopped wearing this, switched to another wig, because you always gotta bring it back a wig, okay? Switched to another one, and like went to Target and saw this one, you know, that little Target $5 section, and picked this up. Saved my life. So if you're gonna go outside or wear this wig for an extended period of time, use some good moves, okay? Moral of the story. But yeah, she doesn't tangle really bad. Like, she doesn't really shed. Like, I pulled out like one strand right now. I've messed with the closure a billion times. It's been great. The curl pattern, now I bought this hair because of Kailakake's video, and this is their wet and wavy, so like technically you could straighten it and then it'll curl back up, but like I'm not gonna do that because I don't want to straighten it. But I loved her curl pattern. Now, I don't think this is the same curl pattern, but so yeah, but you can go to her video, which I will link in the description box below, just to see like what happens when you straighten it and stuff. But overall, I like her. I like her a lot. She's cute. This is 22 inches. It might be 20 inches. When I tell y'all I've been wearing this so long, I can't even remember. I have to check the clips. But this is where it stops on me. Okay. But yeah, it's great. And this is how I got this color, with just developer. Now, I don't think, if you want to go to like a different color, like a blonde or something, I think you're gonna have to just tuck up and bleach it, because I used 40 volume developer, and that was like 7 hours. That was 14 hours of this just sitting on the hair, and like this is as light as it got. Now granted, this is pretty light to me, you know, and I feel like it looks darker on camera, but I couldn't put some blonde dye on top of this. That's not happening. Like, but I think it's just, you know, something nicer than like 1B. And I think it could work differently, because I also didn't use aluminum foil. I just put a bag over it each time, and just let it sit. So like maybe if you try some different variables, like, you know, doing the bundles before you make the wig, or closing it all up in aluminum foil, or using 50 volume developer, whatever, like, you might be able to get some different results. But I don't necessarily think this technique is good if you're trying to reach like a really light color. So yeah, but that's it, y'all. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, whatever, just make sure you leave it in the comment box below, and to make sure you subscribe and hit that bell notification, and I'll see y'all next time. See ya.